This is not just a story of war, it is a story of people, it is a story of families. Homes lost, perhaps forever, lost for generations. This story is about humanity. It is about deep wounds. It is about a nation trying to rise, a nation falling, then struggling to stand again. The year is 2025. The calendar shows May 26th, but for many, time has stopped. It stopped with a bomb, a shot, a loss. The headlines speak of conflict, they speak of politics and borders. But beneath the headlines there are hearts, hearts that are breaking every single day. This is their story, often unheard. Their pain is a constant shadow. We must look beyond the maps. We must look beyond the numbers. Though the numbers themselves scream, they tell a tale of immense suffering. This conflict has deep roots. It stretches back through many years. Each year adds another layer of pain, another generation marked by loss. The story of Palestine is long. It is a story etched in sorrow. It began for many in 1948. This year is called the Nakba, the catastrophe. Over 700,000 Palestinians were expelled. They were forced from their homes, their villages were erased. Their way of life was shattered, a homeland dreamed, now a landscape of scars. Then came 1967. The Six-Day War. Israel occupied Gaza and the West Bank. More land was lost, more people were displaced. Military rule became a daily reality. Checkpoints, permits and restrictions. Life became a constant struggle. The occupation continues today. It shapes every aspect of Palestinian life. In the 1990s, there was a glimmer of hope. The Oslo Accords were signed. People spoke of peace. They spoke of a Palestinian state. But this hope slowly faded. Settlements expanded on Palestinian land. Restrictions tightened further. Gaza in May 2025 is a place of deep sorrow. The numbers are staggering, almost unimaginable. Over 53,000 people have been killed. More than 121,000 are injured. These are not just statistics. Each number was a person, a life with dreams, with family. The air itself feels heavy with loss. This is a place where life fights death daily, a struggle witnessed by a silent world. The humanitarian crisis is severe. There are critical shortages of everything. Food, clean water, essential medicines, hospitals, the places of healing are largely destroyed. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned. He said the entire population of Gaza is facing the risk of famine. He also stated, Palestinians in Gaza are enduring what may be the cruelest phase of this cruel conflict. These are not mere words. They describe a horrifying reality, a reality lived by millions. Children are suffering immensely. They are the smallest victims of this war. Over 9,000 children were treated for malnutrition in 2025. Tens of thousands more are at risk. Their schools have been bombed, their playgrounds are now rubble, their childhoods stolen by conflict. Section 4. The West Bank, whispers of fear, cries for justice. While Gaza faces relentless bombardment, the West Bank is not a place of peace. It is a land of simmering tension, a place of daily struggle and fear. Since the latest escalation, over 900 Palestinians have been killed here, killed in raids, at checkpoints or by settlers. The violence is a constant threat. It disrupts lives and shatters communities. Every day brings news of fresh sorrow. The occupation's grip remains tight. Settler violence is a persistent problem. Armed groups often attack Palestinian villages. They damage homes and olive groves. They intimidate farmers and families. These attacks often happen with impunity. Palestinians feel unprotected, vulnerable. Even ambulances and mobile health clinics face attacks. Trying to provide care becomes dangerous. This creates an atmosphere of constant fear. Children grow up seeing this violence. The landscape is dotted with checkpoints. These control movement for Palestinians. A simple journey can take hours, going to work, to school or to a hospital. It is a daily humiliation. It is a constant reminder of occupation. Homes are demolished. Section 5. Faces of Resilience, stories from the heart of Gaza. Amidst the rubble and despair in Gaza, there are incredible stories of human resilience. Consider the story of 9-year-old Ahmad. He was killed when his home was bombed. His mother, heartbroken, found a strange solace. She said, "He will never go to sleep hungry again." These words reveal a depth of suffering, a mother's love twisted by unbearable choices. Ahmad's story is one of thousands, each one a universe of pain. Think of Dr. Aisha, a surgeon in Gaza. She works in a hospital that is barely functioning. It has been damaged by shelling. There are few medicines, little electricity, yet she continues to save lives, operating by flashlight with dwindling supplies. She sees horrific injuries every day. She comforts the dying, cares for the wounded. Her courage is a beacon in the darkness. She represents so many selfless medics. Then there is Fatima, a mother of 5. Her home was destroyed early in the conflict. She now lives in a crowded tent, a flimsy shelter against the elements. She struggles daily to find food and water, to keep her children safe and warm. Yet, she shares what little she has. She helps other displaced families. Section 6. The world watches global responses and the faltering path to peace. The world has reacted to the 2025 crisis. There have been condemnations from some nations, statements of concern from international bodies. But effective action to stop the violence remains limited. The flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza is critically low. Only 107 aid trucks entered on a recent Thursday. Before the war, 500 trucks arrived daily. This is a lifeline for a starving population. A German government spokesperson called the aid too little, too late, too slow. He urged a significant increase immediately. Diplomatic efforts are underway, but progress is slow. Diplomats are preparing for a high-level conference. It is scheduled for June 2025 in New York, at the UN headquarters. The goal is to advance a two-state solution, to achieve a lasting ceasefire, to ensure humanitarian aid can enter Gaza, and to secure the release of all hostages. An outcome document is being drafted, titled Peaceful Settlement of the Question of Palestine. There are small signs of shifting perspectives. The Palestinian Authority welcomed Malta's intention. Malta intends to recognize a Palestinian state. This follows similar moves by other nations. It offers a glimmer of hope for recognition. Meanwhile, global protests are growing. People around the world are taking to the streets. Section 7, a call for humanity. Our shared responsibility to see and speak. The situation in Gaza and the West Bank is dire. It is a crisis of immense proportions. It tests our shared humanity. We cannot afford to look away. We cannot afford to be silent. You might feel helpless, asking, what can I do? But even small actions can make a difference. The first step is to stay informed. Seek out reliable news sources. Listen to Palestinian voices directly. Do not remain silent in the face of injustice. Your voice can join a chorus demanding peace and dignity. Speak to your friends, your family, your community. Write to your elected officials. Urge them to call for a ceasefire. Urge them to support humanitarian efforts. Urge them to uphold international law. Your voice can amplify those silenced for so long. It can challenge indifference. Support organizations that provide aid. Many groups are working on the ground. They are risking their lives to help. They provide food, water, medicine, and shelter. Even a small donation can help save a life. It can bring comfort to someone suffering. It shows solidarity with those in need.